Well, we're still a very young and growing company. We have only been here since August of 2009. In August of 2009, we were talking about, hey, what will be our impact in our local community?
We could spread ourselves really thin, doing a bunch of events out all over the place, throwing our name up on all these billboards. But us as a company, we sat down and we're trying to figure out what's most important to us. And we really decided that's investing in our community, this next upcoming generation, and giving them every tool that we can to succeed.
And that's where the magic happened. It was to say, hey, we meet with teachers. The teacher said, hey, we have a need. We want to build a greenhouse. How do we do it?
They apply for a grant through our website, and then we basically approve that grant, and then we give money to these local schools in the community. Nothing says that we're a part of the community and that we're Colorado quite like that.
It was an easy choice to say, hey, what can we do in our local community? And Drive for Education certainly was born.
It's nice that literally every car that we sell, a portion of that goes to Drive for Education. So it's nice to know that, like, even when, if you're not personally selling it, or if it's your colleague in the dealership, that literally you get to see actually the money where it goes.
It's not for a school, it's not for a district per se, like even though we're covering a lot of areas, but it's more into a classroom.
Twice a year we do a giant check presentation, and we bring all of our students into Groove Toyota.
Up come all of these buses, all of these kids just come rushing out.
From the little tiny ones to the high school kids, and everybody's having a great time.
And we bring in pizza, and we got the photo booths going, and all of these great things and activities.
And we were able to bring all these educators in, we're able to bring all these students in. It's just such a neat energy.
And then we bring the children up and we give them, and these young people, we give them the check, and then we say, what are you going to use this money for?
It is something that you see these kids light up. You see these emotions when you're there that outside of that you really don't see, because it's these kids that finally get everything that they need to do their passion.
So it's super fun to see that depending on what the teacher, the students are asking for, is that their dreams are basically becoming true.
And every time we do this, it gives me goosebumps.
The coolest thing about this day is that it's almost a reset for us as employees to step back, see the bigger picture, and see how our day in, day out work is actually contributing to a greater cause.
And when you see those giant checks up there and the smiles behind the checks, and they get to hold them, it's just like, this is actually real money going to a great cause and to different programs. And it's like, that means my work's not in vain.
We truly want to be a company that thinks about our associates and our community first. And Drive for Education, on those 2 days a year, allows our associates to see what really matters, and it's educating our youth.
And we have this Groove 360 program, which is really cool because it allows us to go back to these schools that we've donated to, for example, the Buddy Bench.
The idea was if no one had no one to play with, they'll go sit on the Buddy Bench and someone will invite them to play.
These Buddy Benches were brought here to promote the idea of inclusion and compassion and empathy.
Growing up as a kid on the playground, it can be awkward. Making new friends can be tough. And it was really cool to see this put into practice and seeing it for the first time, being there and seeing if a kid was sitting on the bench with no friends, you immediately saw a bunch of other kids run up, grab them, and go start swinging together. And it's something I wish I had as a kid, and seeing that actually put into place, there's a lot of growth for it.
I think my favorite Groove 360 was actually Renaissance Secondary School, where we were able to get new cameras, new soundproofing equipment, as well as paint for a green screen for them to start a newscast in their school.
Really, this class and being able to take ideas for something that might be funny or might be serious or might make people feel something, I'm able to take out some of my friends and record that and show it to the rest of the school. So I'm able to show them really what I love and what I'm thinking and how I do my creative process.
We're making an impact. We're inspiring the future. And these students need that. They need our support.
And I think what it comes down to is trying to be unique as an employer is trying to drive your teams in order to believe in something more.
Groove they really do drive for education, and they push for advocates to their core. So, and I really like that.
But what I love about working for Groove is not just a company that values their employees and wants to see their employees grow and mature, but it's a company that wants to see the local community grow and mature as well, especially the local community that I grew up in. So it's really nice knowing that when I'm coming to work, I'm actually not only impacting my life, but the lives of my community around me.
We are so excited to come in every day to Groove Toyota and see our associates all aligned in one thing, giving great care to our customers so we can give back to our local community through Drive for Education. And we could not be more excited about the progress we've made.